It's been told if you want to be a pro with your camera, you gotta shoot it manual. Manual gives you control and overall image from aperture, shutter speed, ISO, and focus. Now manual mode can be shot in two different conveniences. One, you have the time to change your settings. Two, you know your exact settings. And there's many reasons why you'd want to shoot in manual, like shallow depths of field control, shutter speed effects, and also even bracket stacking. And there's so many ways to utilize manual shooting. Yet, as a creator, I can't imagine how many times I missed a shot by actually just setting up my settings. So to fix that, knowing how to utilize the other modes on your camera would most likely just benefit you. Wagwan, my name is Tyski, and if you're new to my channel, I'm just a creative filmmaker just spreading my creative vibes. So first of all, there's different settings on your camera. Let's go down the list on what they mean. We'll start off with naming them maps. I just felt like that was a great name. M for manual, the ability of control of the exposure and lighting using aperture, shutter speed, and even ISO. A for aperture, the ability to control just the aperture, which is the shallow depths of field, while the shutter speed and ISO are auto-fixed. P for program, which is the ability to have aperture, shutter speed, and ISO all controlled based on auto. This is practically just AI setting up for what's best for the scene of what it sees in the image. Then S for shutter speed, the ability to control just the shutter speed and have the smoothness of the clip, while the aperture and the ISO are also auto-fix. Now, all of these maps have their benefits for when you're using them, but one mode that I noticed that a lot of creators use would have to be the aperture mode. Since the aperture mode is only focused on the shallow depths of field, you can capture quickly what you needed, especially when you don't have time to adjust your settings. As a freelance videographer, I had jobs where I had to film other YouTubers who create vlog contents about their clout life. There's been plenty of times where something eventful happens and my client would say, "Hey yo, Ty, record this, record it." And I'm over here just adjusting the settings and sometimes I just miss the shots. Yet, switching to aperture mode has saved me a lot of times because I just had to adjust in two settings for the exposure. I would get to adjust the aperture, which is the shallow depths of field, and to adjust the exposure and the overall lighting of the image, I just use the exposure dials. The EV, or the exposure value, is super clutch, allowing you to focus on the shot of the camera that understands the demands of the brightness or the darkness within the auto control. This overall would be the exposure compensation. Many cameras have different activations for this, so rather if it's gonna be a dedicated dial or a press and hold button that allows you to use the scroll wheel to adjust that specifically. Now, utilizing this would always benefit you, but when will you know when you have to use this? So here's the times that I would know when I should use the aperture mode when I'm filming. I'd use it for quick vlogging. I can use it for clients that focus on just vlogs. I could possibly use it for events where you can just focus on B-roll, and probably use it when I'm doing creative filming where I'm constantly dealing with lighting changes. Now, those are the times that I would use it during the times that I'm filming. But then again, as each his own, it's up to you and your situation and what benefits you to make sense. So of course, that's just to say that the shutter speed mode, if you really want the flow, just figure out what makes sense for that. Same with the ISO, if you're probably in and out, then you'll probably figure out what's gonna be the right time for that. And even for program mode, if you're just really just trying to film or take photos and just not have to worry about the settings, then the AI part of your camera will do all the modes itself for you all in one. But hey, I'm kind of curious, comment down below, what do you guys usually use when you're filming? That's pretty much it for this video, and if you vibed the video that I just made and created, then feel free to like the video to help my channel. But if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe. It's entirely up to you guys. Once again, my name is Tyski Ty. Make it do what it is, what it doesn't, and I'm gonna catch you on the next video.